Well, hello again. I thought this was quite interesting. I was watching a video by Chris Leto yesterday, and he was talking about this. It's something called the debrief. I'll leave a link to this below so you can read it in its entirety. The debrief. The paradox of Fermi's paradox, which is not actually the case, because he does say, well, there was unidentified flying objects flying around the Los Alamos laboratory like moths flying around a flame, and I'm sure the many physicists at Los Alamos would have been quite interested in that. Yet none of them seem to have noticed. So I would say that without tangible evidence, it's another story. There's no evidence to back that up. Anyway, what the Fermi paradox does tell us, and I only just noticed this yesterday, it tells us, well, actually, I'll tell you in a minute what it tells us, okay? The Fermi paradox. Given the overwhelming number of potentially viable habitats, sorry, I'm doing this through the phone again. I haven't got that program that allows me to import this and make it look a bit professional. Given the overwhelming number of potentially viable habitats in our galaxy, many scientists profess surprise that intelligent alien life has not already been detected. As the nuclear physicist Enrico Fermi once famously observed, conveying this gap between theory and observation, where is everybody? So they're saying there's lots of potentially viable habitats in our galaxy, and the scientists profess surprise that intelligent life has not already been detected. There's plenty of people looking for it, not detecting it. So Fermi says, where is everybody? This quip by the renowned physicist is now known as the Fermi paradox. This is written by Chris Mellon, this article. I perceive a paradox as well, although it is a paradox of a different sort. I call it the UAP paradox. What strikes me as paradoxical is that at the same time Enrico Fermi was asking where is everybody, UAP were flying around Los Alamos like moths around a candle. If that was true, Fermi wouldn't be asking, would he? That's just a science fiction story. He doesn't offer any evidence to support that. It's just a UFO fanboy statement. Personal opinion. It says, more broadly, why are so few scientists willing to consider UAP as potential alien probes when there is such extensive evidence of mysterious craft in our skies demonstrating capabilities otherwise found only in science fiction? It's because the stories are science fiction. There's no evidence to support that. He's a great fan of the Nimitz stuff, but the more you look into that, the less you find. It's been thoroughly debunked. The swarms of UFOs, I think, were pretty obviously a system glitch. The system had been just received a top secret upgrade. Not even the staff knew about it. The UFOs were in swarms that always flew the same course, north to south, travelling at about 100 knots. So, even if they were real, they weren't doing anything spectacular. It would be very easy to get lots of footage of that. There is none, because when they went to the point on the radar track where these things were, there was nothing there. The Hawkeye radar did not show these blips, and the Hawkeye radar had not had the upgrade. Okay, so, not real. Let's begin by looking at Dr. Fermi himself. In 1944, Dr. Fermi joined the Manhatten Project full-time and moved to Los Alamos, New Mexico. He worked at Los Alamos for the remainder of the war and remained an active researcher at Los Alamos during the summer months for many years thereafter. Indeed, his famous comment, "Where is everybody?" was made to a group of fellow physicists at Los Alamos in the summer of 1950, okay? Where is everybody was made to a group of fellow physicists at Los Alamos in the summer of 1950. Now, what does this tell us? Well, I think it tells us that the so-called Roswell UFO crash of 1947 had nothing whatsoever to do with ET. Zero alien involvement. because Fermi was at Los Alamos. He started there on the Manhatten Project. That's during the Second World War, right the way through to 1950, where he made that comment. That straddles 1947, doesn't it? And if an alien spacecraft had crashed in Roswell in 1947, it would have been taken to Los Alamos, which was just up the road, to be examined by all these top physicists, including Fermi. That didn't happen, did it? So I think we can, this tells us absolutely that there's absolutely, I'm going to wear that word out, nothing ET or alien relating to the Roswell incident of 1947. So it sort of reinforces that it was a mogul balloon that crashed in Roswell. If it was an alien spacecraft, it would have been taken up the road to Los Alamos. Fermi and co. would have examined the wreckage. They would have examined the material. These are the top physicists. They're working on the Manhattan Project. It's in New Mexico, literally just up the road. That's where the Roswell wreckage would have gone, and it would have been examined by these guys. Yet Fermi knows nothing whatsoever about it. So I think it's safe to say, put a line through Roswell as being any kind of ET event. Zero evidence for extraterrestrial material, biological or technical, crashing in Roswell in 1947. Fermi would not have said that in 1950 had he spent the last 2 or 3 years with his colleagues examining the wreckage of a crashed alien spacecraft. All right, well, I'll leave a link to this below so you can read it in its entirety. Remember, it's written by a UFO fanboy, someone that's involved with the TTSA. So how much credibility you would want to give anyone that was associated with the TTSA. Remember, that's the outfit that said, send us your money and we'll build a starship. And it's got Lua Elizondo in there as well, who only believes the American government has ET material. He doesn't know. And Hal Puthoff, of course, that was involved with the psychic spying. So you decide for yourself how much credibility you would like to give these guys. All right, thanks for watching. Maybe I'll catch you again.